Good morning, Pokefans. Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and we're going to continue our season rank climb using a team that we built from scratch. A lot of things has happened. It is currently Sunday morning. Hello, good morning to everyone. I'll be recording this video because I did wake up early enough to be able to record it, hopefully edit and render it by the time I have to go to work. So when you guys see it, I'll either be at work or it'll be published after I get off of work. Episode 3, I think. We might be on episode 4. Anyway, the Shining Pearl Let's Play will be coming up after work. I still have to record that. Wasn't able to get it done yesterday, but that's fine. My errands took a little bit longer than usual, but that's okay. Like, stuff comes up all the time and it takes time to finish those. So now that I'm here, we could do our 6 matches for today. No changes to the team has been made, although I have been calcing and I am trying to see what I can come up with that is fairly decent at countering Pokemon, either the restricted or just like general use. But we're gonna find out and see what happens, and then obviously go from there. For now though, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna get into our matches and hopefully we have a much better record than we did yesterday. So let's get into it. Yeah, we have Miraidon, Whimsicott, Incineroar, Ursaluna, Blood Moon, Burgraph, and Cornerstone Ogerpon. Now, there was a change that I did make that I forgot that I did. It was part of the calcs that I was doing yesterday. I did convert my Ogerpon to Cornerstone. Now, it is to counter Chien-Paos and Incineroars without having some sort of attack down. And then having Sturdy is pretty decent, at least. So that's the change there. Now, we're probably going to be noticing, because they're going to see I have Whimsicott, but they also are going to see that I have Rigraff and some slow Pokemon like Terapagos and Milotic, as well as Rigraff, that they're probably not going to go heavily into Trick Room. They are set up to be able to do so. So what I'm going to do is bring in Whimsicott and Fluttermane, Terapagos, and no, we're gonna go Ogerpon. I was thinking about doing Rigraff, but it's like I'm not gonna activate Trick Room or Tailwind unless they do, and I'm going to hold off on that until I know the answer. Now, having Cornerstone Ogerpon does have a better advantage against dragons. Water and fire don't usually do anything, and grass is resistant to dragons as well. So I figured rock might have an easier time dealing with the dragon type mons that we have. So Incineroar, Ursaluna. So Booster Energy is going to activate first, and then we're going to get hit with Intimidate from Incineroar. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay. Alright, so let's fake Tears Ursaluna, and I'm just gonna Moonblast right into that slot to knock it out. Never mind. It protects, so that's a good read. That's an excellent read. This makes me believe that they would go straight to what is it? Trick Room. Knock off. Not super effective against Fluttermane. Let's go ahead and Moonblast you. I want to use Fake Tears, but I don't know if that's going to do anything. Now let's just go into the double into that slot. We're going to lose Flutter. Here comes Burgraph, Whimsicott. Okay. Moonblast. Double Moonblast. So knockoff on the Whimsicott. Not very effective, but it takes away my covert cloak. Now, if they have Fake Out, which is right in front of me, it's not going to be that bad of an option for them. So that is something that I need to consider. Out comes Miraidon. Let's get a Terra. Withdrew the Incineroar. Let's get a Discharge. Gotcha. Terra Discharge, that's going to be Terra Electric. Bop, bop. I'm going to protect. Tailwind, so that I outspeed, because people in the back are going to be very useful. There's the Discharge. It's not affect Ursaluna. It's gonna knock down Whimsicott. Now the question is, does Cornerstone... Nope. Does not. That's okay. Out comes Terapagos. Terra Shift. Right on. And I'll Dazzling Gleam. To have 2 spread moves go across the field. No switches, because that would happen before the Terra. So I'm going to take away the field. Dazzling Gleam. Set him up. Terra Starstorm because Tailwind. They should get the double. Yep. Alrighty. Incineroar is out. Intimidate does nothing. Terra Starstorm, and I'm just gonna go ahead and just Moonblast Incineroar because Fake Out's gonna go over to. Okay, I was gonna say like Fake Out's gonna go over to Terapagos if anything, but it's still gonna take a lot of damage, and they can't really stop me the following turn. So it was a really good call to do the open that I did. Now they could have done something else, which then would have mattered a little bit more, but since I brought out my Whimsicott, took down their Whimsicott because I wanted to save Ursaluna. Like as soon as I saw it, it's like, okay, this thing has Discharge, no way that they're not going to have it, to have access to it and to not abuse it, really. Like you wouldn't want to have that Pokemon on your team unless you were planning on using Discharge on Miraidon. It's not a bad strat, but I learned from Rotom that it's not necessarily good either. Okay, we have Terapagos, Blastoise, Namorous, Dreadnought, Torterra, and Torkoal. Okay, this is gonna be very interesting. Guess we'll just open up with what we did last time. Have Terapagos, and I mean, there's not a whole lot of people that I can have in. Could bring in Cornerstone. I mean, he's gonna be able to do damage to Dreadnought, to Blastoise, but does nothing to a Namorous. Torterra is gonna be a problem. I don't have any fire type moves. Torkoal's also gonna be a problem. Yeah, I mean, that's the best option. I could bring my Lodic, but Torkoal's gonna look like, yeah, it's gonna be really, really bad. Ugh. Blastoise, huh? It's been a while since I've seen him on the field. Any ideas what he does, folks? Please leave it down in the comments down below, because I forgot. I do not know. I don't know. All right, let's see. Let's see what is coming up. Can't read those. Namorous and Terapagos. Okay. Terra Shift. Okay. They're transformed. I get booster energy. Now, Namorous has Overcoat in this form, so it's not going to outspeed me. So I'm going to do is just go straight into it with Fake Tears and just hopefully get the KO here. Moonblast, because it's neutral. Oh, it just barely survives. Whimsicott survives with one. Sludge Bomb went after that, so they doubled into Whimsicott. Not a bad combo. Absolutely not bad. Alright, for that, let's go ahead and bring in Ogerpon. And let's go straight into Terapagos. It's gonna proc the Terra Shell. Okay, I cudgel to that slot, which is going to does not get the KO. All mine. Okay, so here comes another Sludge Bomb. Oh, Dazzling Leaf. Gotcha. Maybe Cudgel, and we'll just do our own Dazzling Gleam at that point. Because the Namorous isn't doing a lot of damage right now. I should have done that first. Like the Dazzling Gleam, but it's fine. Here comes the Terra. It's probably going to go to Terapagos. It does. Terra's into Big Terapagos. If there's any form or weather, like terrain or weather, we completely wiped off. That's totally fine though. Dazzling Gleam. Okay. Namorous goes down. Here comes Ivy Cudgel. And that falls. So their Terra's gone. And I don't want to say that they have like kind of weak Pokemon in the back, but possibly. Not sure. Sent out Torterra. Here comes Torkoal. Blastoise. Okay. Horn Leech there. And I'm gonna Moonblast there. Fake out. Okay. Moonblast. Have one of those. Torterra takes it like a champ. Ogerpon flinch, couldn't move. Long rush. And the Fluttermane gets the KO. Drops its defenses by one stage. Not bad. Bring out Terapagos now. Okay. Horn Leech on you. Whoops. Terra Star Storm. Okay, battle's cancelled. Fair. Absolutely fair. And we're catching up on our wins losses. So we're only 6 away now instead of 8. Ugh. Terrible number. But so far, so good. Can't complain. Now, if I were to critique that match, focusing on Whimsicott was probably like the worst of the choices, but I guess since I already had a booster energy Fluttermane, it wouldn't really matter because Tailwind needed to be removed off the field to begin with. The other thing is that even though they had, Terapagos and Enamorous. Enamorous was always gonna go last. Well, maybe. I don't think that was the Trick Room variant of Enamorous. It might have not been, as far as I'm aware. But they still had to worry about either Tailwind or someone that was already fast. So if you had to pick between, okay, I need to get rid of their Tailwind target so that they don't get access to it, or maybe they were worried about Encore and just was like, I don't want to deal with that ever. Because one Encore into Calm Mind and you can't do anything with Terapagos. So I guess that kind of makes sense to get rid of that target if you have to deal with that first. Okay, we've got Miraidon, Tyranitar, Excadrill, Iron Hands, Fluttermane, and Cornerstone Ogerpon. Okay, so rock types are going to be getting a special defense boost because of Tyranitar's Sandstorm Steam. I mean, it's the same thing. Excadrill is going to get a boost. And it's also going to be doing a lot of damage to Fluttermane. So I have to kind of play this in a weird way because I don't really have a way to deal with Excadrill. I might have a way to deal with Iron Hands, but it's going to be really, really tough. Milotic might be perfect here, but at the same time, probably not. Guess we'll go in with the 4 we've been walking in with. That might be the best thing that I can do. I'm not 100% sure, but having someone immediately put a lot of pressure on you with speed is preferred. And then you have obviously Whimsicott with Fake Tears that just drops someone's special defenses 2 stages. But that doesn't, again, like when you walk in with HP and like with the damage calcs of HP divided by that particular defense, it makes it, ooh, shinies, let's go. It makes it very interesting of how to deal with that current target. All right, so Sandstream pops up, Photosynthesis activates after that. So Tyranitar is super affected by this, but not necessarily Excadrill. I know Tyranitar is dark, so that's not going to help. Like at all. It's going to get set up with Tailwind, and I'm going to Protect. I think that's the best call, because I don't know what they're going to do. They could set up with like Earthquake and kind of things. So I called the Protect, kind of. It's like I assumed that Tornado, like Tyranitar was going to Protect, but I wasn't 100% sure if that was going to be the case. Rock Slide comes in. It's going to damage Whimsicott a little bit. It is a Rock type move, and Whimsicott's not necessarily affected by Rock. I think it's a neutral. So these guys are going to get a special defense boost. So I'm going to go ahead and Fake Tears the Excadrill. And I'm going to Shadow Ball the Excadrill right after that. Because I don't know what the bonus is for special defense. But this is the best that I've got. They don't have Fake Out as far as I'm aware. They might Terra Tyranitar soon. No Terra, so that's good. Drop your special defense here. Have a Shadow Ball now. Yeah, it's the KO. There we go. There we go. Are you still gonna spam Rock Slide? Oh, Rock Blast. Are you loaded dice? You might. You might. Hit 2 times. Let's go. Bring on an Ogerpon now. Now I too get a special defense boost. Out comes Miraidon. That's Electric Seed. So it boosted its defense. Let's go double into Miraidon. Now that I know that it's not a choice item, it's not going to be as hard hitting, and I get a special defense boost thanks to Ogerpon. Here comes the Terra. It's going to go straight to Miraidon, if not Tyranitar. Yep, it's Miraidon, and you become Terra Fairy, which means that you don't get any of the special defense boost because of T-Tar, so this is just to proc. Protect on T-Tar. Good. I made the right call. Moonblast, not super effective, but makes it, yeah. There's that. That defense boost did help him out. Here comes Calm Mind. Okay. Up by the hail. Not hail, but sand. Now let's do spreads. I have Tailwind up for one more turn. I didn't see it cancel, so I'm faster for the time being. Withdrew Miraidon, so it's going to come in next turn, which is going to be like the most beneficial turn for him. Out comes Iron Hands. Okay, attack was heightened. Moonblast over the Tyranitar. Does not get the KO, gets really, really close. I drop its special attack. Ivy Cudgel goes right into Iron Hands, which is going to do not a whole lot. That was a crit. Rock Blast on the Fluttermane. Ha-choo! Ha-choo! That's what it sounds like. Tyranitar just sneezing out rocks. Okay. That one's gone. Okay, here is my possible win condition, right? So we're gonna hit Tyranitar, gonna Terra, Starstorm, and we're gonna hit into Iron Hands. This is the best that I could possibly do because Fake Out could go into Ogerpon. Fake Out could also go into Terapagos, but our Terras are now used up. So this is the best that I can come up with. The Electric Seed and Calm Mind is gone from Miraidon, so hopefully this does something. I still outspeed Iron Hands, but because the Electric Field is gone, it's going to lose its boost. There's the Fake Out, okay. Horn Leech on the Tyranitar, knocks it out. Okay. Okay, so I might have a win here now. I might have it. Out comes Miraidon. I don't care if you get the boost now because you're going to have to deal with Ogerpon first. And he has Sturdy, so we're good here. Follow me, and I'm just going to Starstorm that side of the field. Could knock out Miraidon, and I might have some trouble against Iron Hands, depending if it has Drain Punch. It is going to get a boost. So, that sucks, but if I somehow come out on top of this, it'll be great. Okay. A little bit. A little bit. There's also, I mean, that's a little bit more. Starstorm. Unspect. Down goes Miraidon. Gotcha. And I outspeed Iron Hands, so Drain Punch is super effective. But I did a lot of damage with my attack, and he got very little HP back. So the game's over. Outspeed and I do Terra Starstorm, and I did a lot of damage last time I did it, so it would be unlikely that they outsped me. There we go. I was gonna say like maybe there's 50-50, but I think I outspeed Iron Hands regardless. Or I just don't do enough damage. What? I did so much damage before and it wasn't even a crit. That was a single target. Oh, man. Never mind. I should have won that. I should have won that. I'm going to check the calcs just because that's insane. It's insane to me. Okay. Terapagos, Stellar. We are modest nature. Because we want all of the stuff. Terra Starstorm. And I have full investment in special attack. So that makes it an even 200. Let's say Iron Hands. I don't know what set it is. Wait, are you serious? Dude, this... Oh, wait, I'm not spec'd. Okay. I'm still asking the question. I am still 100% asking the question. Let's assume that it's Assault Vest. I am a spec'd paralyzed Terapagos using Terra Starstorm, which is a normal special move against a possible Assault Vested Iron Hands. And I only do 40 to 47.5%. And that's if they haven't invested anything into the nature, the HP, or the special defense. Dude, this mod is terrible. Terapagos either does extremely well or just doesn't do anything at all, but that was still a single target move. And even when I go to singles, it's still a 54 to 63, and I was still not able to knock it out. Like it had to be above 50%, but it was in the yellow. So I'm sitting at like maybe 45, 48%. That's insane, bro. I am modest, full investment into special attack, and I still couldn't knock it out. That's insane. Excuse me. Okay, so we have Tatsugiri, Dondozo, Clefairy, Skeledirge. We also have got Zacian and Tornadus. Okay, so we'll go ahead and bring in Whimsicott, but we'll bring in Ogerpon instead. Milotic for the Donzo, and then Terapagos to bring it in the back. We're just trying to make sure that Donzo doesn't get like a whole lot of buffs and like as soon as it like forms into whatever. But again, like unless you're using the toxic method, you're not going to have another Pokemon that's on the side of the field of the Donzo. And I'm hoping that that is not what the strat that they're going with. I hate that strat. I think it should be removed. If you ask for my personal opinion, I hate it. It should not be able to work. And I thought that it was patched out a long time ago, and apparently it's still not. Either that or people are battling on the ladder in a previously patched game to where it's like, oh yeah, I can do everything except for this, which is dumb. Absolutely dumb. All right, Zacian, Tornadus versus Whimsicott and Ogerpon. Not bad. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and get Tailwind started off because I do need to outspeed. And we're just going to go ahead and hit Tornadus right in the face because apparently Zacian does not be effective against rock type moves. There you go. Oh, they do not go with Tailwind, so that's cool. I now instantly outspeed everything on that side of the field. Doing Blade on the Whimsicott. That's to prevent it from encore shenanigans later on in the future, which is totally fine. Then bring in Terapagos. Now, Steel's a really interesting type. It resists a lot. So, like, if you have a Steel Dragon type like Archaludon, you are looking fantastic. I think the only typing that you're weak against heavily is ground types and maybe fighting types. But, depending on what it is. Oh, you want to bring in the Dawn? Okay, cool. You go ahead and bring in the Dawn. I'm just going to go ahead and Terra Starstorm against Zacian and swap to Milotic immediately in case if you decide to bring in, I don't know, Tatsugiri to get the boosts right away. I'm just going to be like, nope, no, we're not going to do this. We're not going to play this game. No switches. Only Terras on my side so far. They could Terra the Dawn, but they're not doing it on Zacian. Zacian probably could go for close combat, which necessarily, I don't think it really KOs. Dawn protects, totally fine. Sacred Sword. Ah, you went after Ogerpon. Gotcha. Terra Starstorm right into Zacian. It's a pretty good damage. That's pretty good damage right there. We're gonna go ahead and do it again, and I'm gonna Scald Zacian. Sacred Sword on the Terapagos. You're still faster? I have Tailwind. That's interesting. I mean, he is 220. So obviously that's gonna be really fast. Zacian goes down. Scald now hits Dawn. And please burn it. Please burn. No burn. Body press into Terapagos. It goes down. Which is totally fine because I might have lost my Terra target, but the Pokemon in the back is going to be able to handle whatever you have up in front. And Milotic is now going to stop Dawn for whatever that they're going to try to do. And if I burn it, it's even going to be worse. Absolutely worse. Hey, Tatsugiri comes out. Shiny, let's go. It's like I knew. Game the commander. Boost to every stage up by 2. I slap Tailwind for one more turn. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And Haze. Get rid of the boosts. Okay, you can go ahead and protect. You're going to lose all that boost though. As Haze goes above or goes through protect. So there you go. Okay, Tailwind's gone. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. It's that strat. It is that strat. I heard it. We'll hit Dawn, and I'm just going to go ahead and Scald again. Out comes the Terra. Now my water attacks are going to do just a little bit more damage. Becomes normal. Okay. Probably. Oh. I don't know what he's going to be set up, actually. Horn Leech now doesn't do as much damage. I mean, it's not a bad defensive Terra, but yeah. Burn? Nope. Body press. Okay. Gonna protect next turn. I mean, it needs to, really. And even if it doesn't, yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and Horn Leech and Scald, because it's gonna protect here. Oh, it doesn't. Okay. A little bit of damage. I mean, 15. That's good. That's good. Danza goes down. Tatsu doesn't get to an attack this turn, so that's cool. At least as far as I'm aware. Here comes Scald. Take that, little guy. Now that little guy's probably scarfed. Nope. Duh. He's toxic. Gonna heal or protect there. I'm just gonna Scald again. Can't be burnt, so this is my only attacking move, but it's the only one I've got. Icy Wind. Okay. I'm gonna lower down the speed of my Lodic for just a little bit. Oh, but look at that. +2 to its stat. Thank you. Thank you. And it's slowly dying out due to poison. Horn Leech and Scald. And that's the game. I was worried in the beginning, thinking that I would not be able to counter Zacian as soon as it came out on the field, but I'm glad that we did. Making the switches that we also made to make sure that 1, Ogerpon kept it sturdy, 2, planned ahead for Dondozo and immediately just swapped into things. So it's like, oh, you want to do that? Okay, here, Haze. Forcing it to protect and maybe do its defensive Terra. Could have went the other way. Honestly, could have went Dragon, and I think I would have had a worser outcome than instead of normal. Usually when you do normal, you want to avoid like Astral Barrages, which I could totally see that being the thing for Dawn, especially if you're going to be fighting against at like Calyrex Shadow Riders. But in particular with my team, a Terra was their best option because it was super effective against Horn Leech, and when I can get constantly back my sturdy effect, if I'm allowed to just kind of go through the things, right? But shutting off its buffs as soon as it came in was great, but I hate Toxic Tatsu. I hate that. I hate that strat. That should never work, and the fact that it still does makes me mad. All right, we have Miraidon, Iron Hands, Urshifu, Volcarona, Paraphrig, wow, and Grimmsnarl. Okay, we do have some coverage options, but not all. Quarterstone Ogerpon is a good partner, but we've been shown reasons why that it's not. We're gonna do Whimsicott, Fluttermane. Yeah, we're gonna bring in our main 4. I think that's gonna be like what I have to use here. They're probably really good at playing against my particular type of Pokemon, or at least my team, with a really weird matchups and sets and stuff like that. So hopefully I can come up with a way to maybe make them think twice. Not 100% sure. I'm running out of time too, so I'm actually not gonna be able to get this video out before I have to go to work. Might be something I have to edit after. Okay, so right now I outspeed. There's no way that I can. There's no way that can be disputed. So I think what I'm gonna do is go ahead and just do. I want to hit Volcarona really hard. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna set up Tailwind here, and I'm just gonna immediately punish Urshifu. It's probably Scarf, or not Scarf, but it's probably what am I thinking of? Sashed. Terra goes on the Urshifu, makes it fire. Okay, so it's immediately resisting whatever I was gonna do to it, which is totally fine. I am okay with that outcome, because I'm gonna outspeed it regardless. Now, having Terra Fire on Urshifu is not a bad thing. I wasn't like, if it was sashed, it was gonna survive anyway, and Fluttermane was gonna go down. My biggest problem here is that I might lose both instead of just the one, depending on what Volcarona does here. Hopefully it does Quiver Dance. If it does, great. If it doesn't, I'm in trouble. Hit 3 times. Yep, okay, good. Quiver Dance comes up, so it's get a special attack boost, special defense boost, and speed. So now I'm going to bring out Terapagos. Now I should still outspeed depending on what happens here. Fake Tears of Volcarona. Terra Starstorm on Urshifu. Now, because Urshifu leaves, so here comes the Pokemon that's going to deal with that Pokemon. So they bring out Grimmsnarl. Not bad. Maybe thinking that I was going to Encore or maybe do something different, they bring in Grimmsnarl. Who's going to be a very, very good prankster to use, and so they're probably getting ready to set up for the light screen and stuff. However, here is my caveat. Fake Tears goes into Volcarona, dropping its special defense 1 stage, as it goes neutral, and then it's the 1. Terra Starstorm comes in next, which should knock out both. It does not knock out both. Okay, that sucks. That really sucks. But Volcarona activates Flamethrower, goes right up to hit Whimsicott, which does get KO'd. Now, this will bring out my last Pokemon, which is going to be Ogerpon. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go there, and I'm just going to go Terra Starstorm and to obliviate that side of the field. Hopefully, I'm able to withstand whatever they're going to try to do. I only have 2 more turns of Trick Room or Tailwind left, so I have to be very, very careful and be very offensive as much as I can. Volcarona protects, which is totally fine. Grimmsnarl Light Screen's going to prevent that Pokemon in the back being knocked out by Terra Starstorm next turn. Ivy Cudgel goes into Volcarona, which sucks, but it protected. I can't do anything about that. Terra Starstorm, which has no accuracy dropped, hits the Grimmsnarl. It's gonna knock it out. It's not. Are you serious? Jesus, I hate you, Terapagos. Jesus. Oh my goodness. This means I lose. Possibly. I have to knock that out and hopefully get the next 2. Thunder Wave drops the speed. Ivy Cudgel. Down goes Volcarona. Serious, come on. God, it's really, really hard to play with this Pokemon. I thought I would have like an easy-ish time of dealing with this, but nope, this is not. Nope, that's not the case. And then I still have to deal with Miraidon too. Fudge. Okay, follow me and Terra Starstorm. Hey, look at me. over here. Thunder Wave. Hey, Ogerpon avoids it. Let's go. Electro Drift. Hey, whoa. Are you... Come on, Terapagos. Oh my goodness, this is a lot. I can't. Are you serious? You've had every benefit on the field as I possibly can give you. Even with the light screen, you should be able to go through that. Follow me again. Drift. Spirit Break's gonna hit Terapagos and it's gonna drop its special attack. Yep, there it is. -1. Now watch, it's not gonna do hardly anything now. Yep. 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 That's it. Yep. Exactly right. Yep. We're out. Oh, Terapagos, man. My man. Nope. Nope. We're not. Nope. We're not. Jesus. That's rough. That's incredibly rough. This Pokemon is not like if it was, it's weird, right? You have a choice item that boosts your special attack by 50%. 1- cripples that. You have 200 special attack. Plus another 50% puts you at 300. And 1- makes you do a 4th to Miraidon. A 4th. Oh my goodness. I thought running like Terapagos would be a little bit more of a fair fight, but it's just like giving myself a freaking handicap. It's like when I was calcing him the first time, you have to play the calm mindset because there's no reason to not to, right? And you have to give yourself 3 turns to be able to KO stuff when most Pokemon out there, let's say Landorus, for example, Landorus can knock people out turn 1. 3 turns of redirecting moves off of Terapagos just so you can have a chance of knocking people out. And that's the majority of teams that don't put themselves as like a bulky mess of like putting any defense or like EV slots into defense, natures into defense or anything like that, or even investing hardly into HP at all, right? And then you have that mess where it was like 1 speed drop and then 1 special attack drop cripples him even though he's Terra'd with Spect. And this is supposed to be a boost of like 2.2 or 2.3. Like I could have sworn somewhere it said 3.x, right? I don't know if that was just like in the school or if it was like a 2.5. I'm not 100% sure. I thought it was 3 times. No, it's not. It's only 2 something, and I don't know what it was. I can't figure out where I saw it from, but I will need to go through like the school in the game to figure it out once more, because my god, this is rough. Absolutely rough. Okay, so we have Steel Mask, Ogerpon, that's cool. Incineroar, Urshifu, Miraidon, Landorus, and Farigiraf. Dope. Probably another discharge set because Landorus will ignore anything that it gets hit by, but it is still super effective against my Ogerpon here. That Urshifu could be single strike instead of rapid strike. We'll have to see. It is a really good Pokemon to counter people that have like Trick Room variants and like even Ice Rider. So we'll have to play it by ear. They don't have really a way to outspeed me per se, so I think we'll go this route. I think we'll be fine. Now, Incineroar is probably going to come up here, but if I was smart enough to bring in Milotic again in the open, you don't really want to bring Milotic in the open, but it would be great to have it so that you get that competitive boost and Scald right into that slot. But as soon as like Teal Mask, Ogerpon comes out, so grass type Ogerpon, or even Miraidon, you have to immediately swap it out because there's no reason why you would want to have it in there. And it's Rapid Strike versus Rapid Strike Incineroar versus Whimsicott and Ogerpon. Dope. Okay. So what I want to do first is get Tailwind up, and then I'm going to Horn Leech into Urshifu to kind of immediately knock it out, because we're going to have to do with Fake Out. Now, they're probably thinking, well, if I stop Whimsicott, Fake Out goes into that slot, and then I don't have to worry about not being able to KO the Ogerpon. Or Fake Out could go into Ogerpon, which then stops it, and I still get Tailwind off. They're probably going to assume, okay, they don't even do that anyway. Dope. Okay. So, no Fake Out. Here comes the Horn Leech into Urshifu. Does not get the KO. That's interesting. New turn. Ouch. I was like, why didn't that KO? I was like, well, I got the -1. And that's where that immediate return is, like, you can automatically see where that -1 comes from. That was huge. Out comes their Ogerpon. And Flare Blitz into Whimsicott. Okay, Incineroar's hurt by the recoil. Just go ahead and bring out my Terapagos. And we're just going to unleash everything that we have. We're going to keep Fluttermane in the back as much as possible. That way we have ways of getting around. And I'm going to go ahead. I'll strike Incineroar. I don't think I'm going to get the KO because I think we're going to get hit with Follow Me here. I just don't want to use Fluttermane too early right now because Miraidon's still in the back. And if I can force them to Terra early, that's the best. And Pikachu hits the Incineroar. That's enough to get the KO. It goes down. Terra Starstorm goes right into the Ogerpon. Bullet Seed. That must have the lucky dice. Well, now I don't get to keep Fluttermane a secret, which is, I guess, fine. I needed to KO Incineroar that match. That was my biggest concern. He needed to go down. Here comes Miraidon. Okay, booster energy activates. Okay, I'll go ahead and Terra Starstorm, and I'll protect here, because I believe Miraidon's gonna Terra. Now, the thing is about my Ogerpon, not my Ogerpon, but my Terapagos, is it's built to have 160 special and physical defense while Terra. There's the Follow Me. That's what I figured what was going to happen. Terra Starstorm. Ogerpon goes down. Now, Volt Switch. Well, you can't Volt Switch. There's no reason to. Oh, I mean, you can. Here comes Urshifu. Oh, Incineroar's gone. No fake out. Okay, cool. Terra Starstorm, and I will just go ahead and Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, Dazzling Gleam. Because I outspeed Miraidon, so the only one that could outspeed me right now is Urshifu with his Aqua Jet, and I don't think it's going to have that. Nope. No Terra, and I just get the double. Booyah. And we get the job there. That was a lot of pressure. I'm not 100% sure how they could have gotten out of that one per se. They did a lot of damage against Ogerpon. Oh, how did they do that damage? U-turn with Urshifu went back. And then they KO'd Whimsicott with Incineroar. Because I almost KO'd Urshifu, but because of the -1, it was able to survive. And then I was able to knock out Incineroar and then do a lot of damage to Ogerpon. And then that's when Ogerpon went down. Yeah. So I did have options. I think if they would have done something different, like they would have faked out Ogerpon, they probably would have had a better standing. Because then you faked out Ogerpon, I get Tailwind off, but now Urshifu with Surging Strikes knocks down Ogerpon, which means Incineroar would have been on the field still, and then you can took down Whimsicott the following turn, and I would have had to deal with both Incineroar and Urshifu turn 2, and turn 3 Whimsicott would have went down, and Terapagos and Fluttermane would have been there a turn sooner. So Tailwind would have ended by the time that Miraidon hit the field if it went the same way as it just did. So if they would have changed up the moves just slightly, I would have lost that right away, because I would automatically assume, like I assume now that all pranksters, even Talonflame, have Covert Cloak. Now Covert Cloak being on Talonflame doesn't make a whole lot of sense, because then you would just Terra Ghost on that. But if you need to save the Terra but still want to get access to Gale Wings and not get faked out, Covert Cloak stops the secondary effects. So you get hit, but you don't get the flinching chance of that, which is great. But it stops Gale Wings after that, so it's not like something you have access to. So if they would have just stopped Ogerpon, it would have went in their favor earlier, because then I would have had an uphill battle to deal with not only Miraidon, Urshifu, and Incineroar, with an Ogerpon that would have went down turn 1, a Whimsicott that would have went down turn 2. I would have taken down Urshifu, because Tailwind's up and I just Moonblast into that slot. I don't know if it was sashed or not. I was assuming that it would be. But Terapagos would have been out turn 2, and then you would have knocked off Specs, and Miraidon would have done a lot of damage, because I would have Terra'd. I would be forced to Terra at that point, because he's Spec'd. I can't stop him from not being Terra'd, and I have to launch that attack. So if that's how it would have played out, they would have won that, I believe. And if in the way that they didn't, is how I won, for sure. And that, ladies and gents, of Pokefans alike, is going to be the end of today's video. As you currently see, we are 15,230 out of I don't know how many, 86 battles in, 40 wins, 46 losses. We made some leeway, but then lost a lot of ground because of reasons like Terapagos not necessarily being like the best Pokemon in the special attack category. Like, I'm glad that I'm doing this stuff, because I would have probably went into a regional in 2025 to try this mon out, or be like, okay, I'm going to use this because I built a team around it and we're going to just do this thing. It takes so long to set up, at least 3 turns to be comfortable enough to where you could just knock out everything on the field. 2, you still have a chance, right? At +2 calm minds, you still have a chance, but are you going to be able to capitalize on that when 3/4 of your team is either injured, 0 HP, or useless, right? We've seen it a couple of times now where fake tiers would come out to help Terra Starstorm and it's still not knocking out Pokemon. So it's like, I don't know what to say. Like, it didn't KO Volcarona and it had a -1 to his stat. So it's like, I don't know, guys. My hands are up. I'm under arrest. I don't really know what to do with Terapagos, but I would like to at least sit down with people that are probably a little bit more knowledgeable at the game than I am and just kind of ask them like, okay, I want your honest opinions about Terapagos because I think it's not that great. We all thought Miraidon was terrible. No, Terapagos, like that Pokemon is just god awful. Sorry for all the Terapagos mains out there. You probably do a lot better job than me, but I'm just saying I'm literally giving your boy the best outcome period. Fully invest in a special attack, modest nature, and then everything else gets divided up evenly and choice specs, and I'm not KOing people as I should. Even with light screen, and it's like that takes damage down 1/3. So it drops down to 200 at that point, right? Let's say it's, yeah. Anyway, because it is the end of the video, I want to thank you guys for watching. If you guys want to show some support for the videos or the channel in itself, you guys can like the video, comment down below as I do reply to any and all comments left behind. Then you guys can hit the subscribe button over on the right. It's probably like the bottom left by now. I think it's the bottom left. Anyway, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell over on the right. You'll be notified when I upload next time. The idea is to upload every single day this month and in September and probably for the rest of the year. And the only instance that I wouldn't, I will let you guys know in the community tab, but because YouTube does its weird thing where if you don't upload every day, your channel just kind of dies off. So it's something that I figured out. So we're just going to continue on to this until I don't know. I really would like to talk to YouTube about that because creators should have a couple of days off just so that they don't go through burnout and they don't feel like so isolated from everyone, because you have to do this every single day, otherwise you don't see any value in it. It's weird, and that's something that I would love to change on the platform for not only myself but big and small creators. I think we all deserve a little bit of a break now and then. It's like working 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and then you're like, okay, I want to go on vacation for like doing this for several years, and they're like, okay, well, if you do that, your channel tanks, which means like your income that you're used to is no longer there. So it's like, oh great, what was all that hard work for then? That doesn't make any sense to me. It's so weird. But I would love to change that if I'm ever given the chance to, because it's rough. It's incredibly rough. If you guys want to watch any more of the videos like this series, has a playlist. You guys can go to the end card, click that, and watch more if you guys want to. And that's it. That's all that I have for you. Thanks for watching. This video is going to be released later during the day. I do have to get ready for work now, so unfortunately I'm not going to be able to edit this. So when you guys see this, great. But it'll be later on this afternoon. But anyways, that's all I got. Happy Sunday. I'll talk to you guys later. Stay cool, stay hydrated, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.